Okay, so tiny kiosks, random fast food joints in hotels. There are lots of places where Disney hides some of their very best snacks, and we want to make sure you're finding them here on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today we are going to tell you about lots of spots that you would never think to look for some of Disney's very best snacks. Now, these are some snacks you can use with that Disney Dining Plan snack credit, and some snacks that you really should pay out of pocket for because they're that good. So the first place we want to talk about, we mention once in a while here on DFB Guide because it's so near and dear to our hearts, and that's Sleepy Hollow over in Magic Kingdom. Now, if you were to just walk by this location, you wouldn't think there was anything special here, and you'd be headed to spots with maybe a brighter sign or bolder placards outside letting you know what they have. But everything here is basically awesome and, more importantly, unique. And while it looks like a place that would just have funnel cake and standard theme park fare, it's so much more than that. This is one of our locations that we can almost guarantee you if you go to Sleepy Hollow, you'll find something fascinating, unique, and delicious to get as a snack. Some of our favorites here. First up, the churro ice cream sandwich. This is vanilla ice cream sandwich between two circular churro cookies. They're not really cookies. They're churros sort of like wrapped around in a Leia bun or something. This is $6.99 or a Disney Dining Plan snack credits. That's a great deal for a snack credit, and you're not going to find this churro ice cream sandwich anywhere else in Walt Disney World. This is the only place you can get it. The Nutella waffle sandwich, we talk about this one quite a bit. This is fresh fruit and Nutella inside a folded, freshly made waffle. This one's $8.29, not a snack credit unfortunately, but it is shareable, so grab that one for breakfast and share it with your family. There's also the sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich. This one comes with house-made chips, and it's $10.49. It's sort of a sweet and spicy coated fried chicken cutlet with some coleslaw. Lots of flavors going on here. Definitely not something you'd expect to find at even a fast food restaurant, much less a kiosk for snacks. So definitely a good one to try. And don't forget that the seasonal treats always show up here. So Halloween and holiday waffle sandwiches, push pops, etc. Lots of fun seasonal treats pop up over here at Sleepy Hollow, and usually you can get them during the day and not just at the hard ticket event parties in the evening. So definitely check out Sleepy Hollow when you're in Magic Kingdom for unique, interesting, delicious treats. Also in Magic Kingdom, over there in Fantasyland, is Friar's Nook. Now, if you're hitting this row of food counters in Fantasyland, you're probably headed for Storybook Treats, which almost always has some kind of delicious and unique Dole Whip creation. But don't forget to look next door at the Nook. This location serves up some big dishes which make for a substantial shared snack or a pretty substantial meal. And again, you never know what's going to pop up on this menu because things change pretty regularly. This is where those loaded tots first showed up. And don't forget the tots here are fried, not baked, so they're going to taste a little bit better than the ones you can find over at Woody's Lunchbox. Now, options do switch up, but currently you can get the creamy bacon mac and cheese tots for $10.99, the loaded buffalo chicken tots for $9.99, or brats and tots for $10.29. None of those are snack credit options, but they are good meals or shareable snacks. And don't forget, this is the place that debuted the fried Twinkie randomly for about a year. It was on the menu, so it's off the menu now, but you never know when it may come back. So again, random weird stuff shows up at the Nook. Be sure to check it out. Now we're going to head over to the Mara and Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is a place nobody ever gets to unless they're staying at AKL because it is a trek. You do have to take a bus to get there, and then you have to walk through practically the whole resort to find the Mara. It's downstairs by the pool. Now this is a fusion of African, Indian, and American favorites, but it's the sweets you want to pay attention to here at the Mara. Those zebra domes, which are famous at Boma, which is a table service buffet restaurant, are also available at the Mara, and very few people actually know that. You can find them in the refrigerated cases at the Mara, so you don't have to book a reservation at Boma to get your zebra domes. Now, this is an amarula cream liqueur mousse enrobed in panna cotta-esque white chocolate and drizzled with chocolate and chocolate shavings. Now, the whole thing sits atop a thin cake base. This is a Disney Dining Plan snack credit eligible option as well, which is so great. So remember, that liqueur flavor does come through, so this is not often something that kids really love because it's that weird flavor that they're not used to, but a lot of grown-ups think this is probably one of the best treats in all of Walt Disney World. But also at the Mara, be sure to check that bakery case because we're always spotting super sweet and cute cupcakes like the African Sunshine Cupcake, but they've also got some of the most delicious brownie and cookie options on property, and again, completely unique. You're not going to find these anywhere else. So the Nyala brownie is my personal favorite. This used to be just the regular peanut butter brownie that you guys know I loved because it had a ton of peanut butter buttercream on top. Now it's been turned into a Mickey-shaped brownie. It's a little bit smaller than it used to be, but it does have that same peanut butter buttercream on top, which is delicious, and also a stripe of vanilla buttercream too. So this one's super great. Definitely still a recommended snack option from me. And the kudu cookie is brand new here as of a few months ago. So this is a cookie sandwich made with a super thick butterscotch cashew cookie. Oh, so good. And there's vanilla buttercream in the middle, and they don't skimp on that vanilla buttercream either. It's really, really good. Right now, the kudu cookie is all dolled up for the Lion King coming soon to theaters, and so you can see Simba on there on a little white chocolate coin, and you also see a little frosting mane put onto the kudu cookie. But this one's really, really good. Definitely worth trying. And take a look at the menu as well. There are some really unique and delicious options for a counter service place. Definitely not something you're going to find anywhere else in Disney World. Moving on, let's head to Roaring Fork in Disney World's Wilderness Lodge. So this is another quick service location that nobody's ever going to find or get to unless they're staying at Wilderness Lodge. You have to take a bus or a boat over there. Again, you have to walk through the whole resort to get to Roaring Fork. It's also downstairs by the pool. Now, if you did take a boat over to Wilderness Lodge from the Contemporary, from Fort Wilderness, or from Magic Kingdom, it's going to be a little bit easier to get to Roaring Fork because you will have to pass the pool in order to get to the resort, and it's going to be right there. Now, great dishes here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as awesome, unique baked goods are going to be found at Roaring Fork. For breakfast, we can highly recommend those loaded Mickey waffles. This is one of the few places you're going to find those small Mickey waffles with toppings. So you can get yours with bananas Foster, chocolate, strawberries, or all three over there at Roaring Fork. And there's also a great breakfast flatbread here. It's really delicious. Toppings are sausage gravy, pit ham, Western style eggs, and cheddar cheese. Really yummy. They also have a crazy French toast here and really good lunch and dinner options too. Baked goods here, you're always going to have unique and themed baked goods. We love that super adorable campfire cupcake, which is a chocolate cupcake topped with sort of a marshmallow buttercream. Then you've got chocolate rocks and an actual little campfire going on with a little tiny chocolate stick with a marshmallow on top, which is adorable and so good. It's also filled with like a marshmallow buttercream. So this is absolutely delicious. It's something that my son has to get every time we're in Roaring Fork. And then there's also going to be themed donuts, themed macarons, and fun themed cupcakes, like one for Humphrey the Bear, who, if you guys know the story of the Wilderness Lodge, you will see the outline of Humphrey the Bear on the front of Wilderness Lodge. It's kind of hard to see, but the windows and the eaves actually make a bear face. So that's kind of fun that they have a cupcake in the case that has Humphrey the Bear on it. So again, fun, unique, interesting stuff you're going to find at Roaring Fork that's not going to be anywhere else. Next up, we're going to send you over to Pineapple Lanai. Now, this is a counter service location over in the Polynesian Village Resort. This one you can get to by bus from most resorts. You can also get to it by monorail from Magic Kingdom or the other Magic Kingdom resorts. Now, this is the spot where you're going to find Dole Whip at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, and you can find several flavors there. And you can also find unique presentations of Dole Whip at Pineapple Lanai too. So the flavors currently on offer: pineapple, lemon, lime, and vanilla. Sometimes they have raspberry from time to time if it's a special event or a special offer. You can also get floats, and you can get your Dole Whip with rum here as well. One of our favorite things to get is the Heart of Te Fiti cone, which is a lime Dole Whip in a green cone with an edible flower for $5.29. And don't forget, you can swirl that lemon and lime Dole Whip here for an awesome hack. Recently, we even spotted some special one-day only Dole Whips, like the Experiment 626 cone, which came out on June 26th, of course, 6/26, for Stitch, and that's a blue cone with blue colored vanilla soft serve and white chocolate Stitch ears. And they also had a raspberry star cone for the 4th of July. So if you're there on a holiday or a special day, you might find something interesting at Pineapple Lanai that isn't usually there. Now, this is the location that probably has the most flavors of Dole Whip available at any one time, so you definitely want to go check that out. Also at Polynesian Village Resort, Kona Island. Now, for a long time, this has not been a place to check out. There's not too much new here most of the time. This starts out as a coffee bar during the day with some pastries available, usually some macadamia nut pastries, and then it turns into a sushi bar in the afternoon and evening. But Just this past week, an explosion happened in the bakery case, and we saw a trio of candied bacon, 3 different kinds of candied bacon that were so good. Several new cakes debuted here, specialty chocolate-covered strawberries, 12 varieties of them were available, and lots of other innovative snacks. So we're hoping that these stay available here at Kona because it's basically about 5 brand new, totally unique snacks that we're not seeing anywhere else in Disney World. So keep an eye on this bakery case. You never know what's going to happen here at Kona Cafe, apparently, and we're always watching for you too here at DFB. But if you are headed to the Polynesian to go to Ohana, to go to Tambu Lounge, you do want to check this out. And don't forget, if you're in the Poly, they do have that great Ohana bread pudding at Tambu Lounge starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. We also want to mention Aristocrêpes. Now, this is another random little kiosk that nobody would really expect anything to be at. But over at Disney Springs, this place has surprised us a little bit, and it's definitely on our radar. So it's open rarely. It opens starting at noon on weekends or 4 p.m. on weekdays. So if you're in Disney Springs, note those times. And this kiosk is super easy to pass by. But now they've started selling 2 incredible bubble waffle varieties, which we talked to you about the bubble waffles here on DFB Guide before. There's the chocolate and salted caramel version, and then the strawberry version with tons of just whipped cream clouds and deliciousness in it. But now they've also made a splash with edible cookie dough varieties, which you've got to check out if you're a sweets fan like me. So Aristocrêpes, you never know what's going to happen there. Keep an eye on that one over there in Disney Springs. Also in Disney Springs, Amorette's Bakery. So this is generally an overpriced bakery in my experience, but once in a while they pop up with some awesome treats, and they're doing some really fun themed treats for films and movies and specialty seasonal situations that you need to check out. Now, when this place first came on our radar, this was the first place to get those frozen wine slushy options that became such a huge trend. You could get both red and white frozen wine slushy options over there at Amorette's, and it was a big deal. Then their super cute themed mini pastries started showing up, like the Orange Bird Dome cupcake that's there this summer, Forky and Aladdin petite cakes, and so many more themed treats for special events and seasonal events. So you definitely want to check out Amorette's. Now, I do think that their standard bakery products are a little bit overpriced, and you're kind of paying for the experience versus the actual food on those. But again, there's some super cute Instagrammable treats over there at Amorette's that you may not know about if you're just wandering through Disney Springs. Now, I would be remiss if I did not mention the Plaza Restaurant. Now, this is not a kiosk, this is not a counter service location, so we're not really talking about snacks here, but the Plaza Restaurant is one that people keep passing on by in Magic Kingdom to go to fancier or more substantial restaurants like Crystal Palace, Cinderella's Royal Table, and Tony's Town Square, which I don't really understand. But the Plaza has always had great comfort food, menu items, as well as some awesome milkshakes. In fact, they actually had a milkshake of the month for a while there with some great, really well-themed milkshakes that were so good. Now, they haven't done the milkshake of the month for a while, but they are stepping up their game in the milkshake department again. We've just recently seen the Chocolate Extreme Shake pop up over there at the Plaza Restaurant, and this one is a rich chocolate shake topped with a glazed donut, yep, a whole glazed donut, chocolate ice cream cone, chocolate coin ears, and a Mickey-shaped marshmallow. So this chocolate shake is mixed with even more chocolate sauce, and the rim of the glass is decked out in white frosting and chocolate chips. This one is $14, and you will need to grab a table inside the restaurant to get it, but it's very shareable and very Instagrammable. But remember that the shakes that they have at the Plaza have always been great, and they've always been all you can drink as well. So be sure to check out what they've got on the menu and any new things that are available. They've also updated several of their menus, so you're seeing brand new comfort food options that are so good, and we can highly recommend those Plaza fries, which those of you who are long-term Disney fans might remember the Figaro fries over at Pinocchio Village House, and these Plaza fries are very similar. Others of you may refer to them as heart attack fries. And then they also have that brisket mac and cheese, which is super good here. So there's a few of our favorite places to grab snacks that maybe you wouldn't expect would have the most unique and interesting snacks in Disney World. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys for your planning, or maybe it hasn't. Now you have to take buses to out of the way places to get some of the best snacks in Disney World, but at least you won't miss them, and that's my job. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, you guys. If you'd like a full list of all of these snacks, we can get that for you. Head over to disneyfoodblog.com/lookhereforsnacks and sign up for our free newsletter, and we'll email you a PDF with a full list of these snacks and where you can get them.